So branding is about creating that understanding of who you are, the value you bring to the table. What is it that makes me different and special? Why should you hire me? And so part of what you have to do is to start to create that. You have to create that understanding. And so a couple ways to create it. One, absolutely, is through internet, the social network. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Okay, how many of you are looking for a job? Okay, everybody's looking for a job should be on LinkedIn. That's just my thought. Let me tell you why. For the most part, when we start looking for jobs, we look in our community. We look at people we know, we look at job fairs, we go to the job fairs. We go to the job fairs, there's 500 other people looking for the same jobs. Job fair is the most people per square inch looking for a job anywhere. So why network at a job fair? I don't know. These are communities of people that you don't know, that have opportunities that you don't know. I joined LinkedIn in 2004 because people kept sending me these messages. Join LinkedIn. I just got tired of getting the messages. You got that? Got tired of getting the messages, so I just joined. I didn't post a profile for 3 years because I was just like, okay, fine, I'm on it, leave me alone. And then I started looking at it as a possibility of, kind of group genius and people that you don't know. So I posted my profile. I went out, I got recommendations, I did everything they asked you to do. Then this past year I bought a book. It's called I'm on LinkedIn, Now What? And so I just, would follow, read a chapter, do what they said. Read a chapter, do what they said. So then I got to groups. And there's an application on LinkedIn called Groups. And what it does is it says, you can, there are all these different groups, thousands of groups. So you join an affinity group. So when I wrote my last book, which is called Branding Yourself After Age 50, I went and I just put in the search column, baby boomers. And there were about 7 groups that popped up, about 1,000 people. So I sent a question in. The question was, I just published a book called Branding Yourself After Age 50. And I'm looking for venues where I can present a webinar or a seminar or sell books. Do you have any ideas other than the AARP? Which everybody does AARP, right? I got about 35 messages back. Out of those messages, one was a interview with a radio show in Sacramento. One was from a woman who heads up the Georgetown University's alumni. And so I've done one webinar for Georgetown and a second one coming up in the end of this month. I also got an invitation to go to Michigan to speak to a group of displaced workers where I sold my book and got people that were interested in the webinars, and we'll be going back in November. So those are just some examples. And then there were 30 others that had, website connections and, all kinds of, it was just